Mining, one of the cornerstone gathering professions, and one that can provide amazing gold for gold farmers. So today we'll be going over the 10 best mining gold farms that you can do right now. Let us begin. Coming in at first on our list, we have the farm Osmonite ore. Brought to us from the Battle for Azeroth expansion, this material can be farmed from the zone of Nazjatar and can be farmed in a roughly the same route for the Xenanthid for all of us multi-farmers, though it is worth noting that you must have at least rank 2 or 3 to get the best returns for this material, and as such you are able to learn rank 2 by slaying the mob in the same zone. If you want a quick guide to do this in game, then check out my add-on Worth It Guide, which will guide you through the process if you have not already. Following on to this and located in the zone of Suramar is the Fell Slate farm. This is done quite nicely as you are able to gain a large amount just flying around the top side of the map. The items received from this farm are of course Fell Slate but also Laystone ore. These items can be sold on the auction house for a reasonable rate and also can provide some great returns for us gold farmers. Next up at number 3 we have the Elementium ore farm. Located within the zone of Uldum, you'll be wanting to go to the northern side of the zone and along the ridge. You'll be farming for the Elementium and Pyrite ore. Other materials that can be obtained are volatile earth, water and of course fire. All of these materials sell for a good rate and the gold per hour is typically really good for an old world farm. The keynote item is Pyrite ore and is generally the most expensive, though this node is not as frequent and is more RNG based than opposed to Elementium ore, which you'll be receiving a lot of, but all in all a very good farm. At number 4 and in the zone of Vashir we have the Obsidian ore gold farm. This is where you will have needed to do the introduction quest for the zone in order to gain underwater breathing and also the swim speed buff. Now I typically do this with a druid as the buff and the druid travel form stacks, making me faster than anyone else. This is great because we will be mining for obsidian ore in the area of the abyssal depths. Overall this is best combined with herbalism if you are wanting to gain more gold per hour, but overall a very steady gold farm I do on the regular. Next up we have the Sinvyr ore farm. This is located within the zone of Revendreth. Sinvyr ore gets its value from being used in a lot of Shadowlands based crafts and as such is always in demand, though the price can vary depending on your server, so it is worth checking the prices before you do said farm. Overall I would only suggest this farm if you are in need of faster than normal gold returns or if you are just starting out with gold farming as a beginner. Another steady gold farm when in regards to mining is the Thorium ore farm within the zone of Silithus. Here you'll be farming for not just the ore but more to the point the gem arcane crystal. These are used in the creation of arcanite bars and can be sold on the auction house for some stupidly high amounts of gold, as these are used to create vanilla based transmog and is required to create the item Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. This is why these items go for such high amounts of gold, and this has been a go-to gold farm just because of the reliability factor alone. At number 9 and located within the Borean Tundra we have the Cobalt ore farm. This farm is a little different to conventional mining farms, only for one main factor. This is that the mining nodes are spaced apart a lot more than normal nodes. This combined with it being used to create items like the Mechanized Chopper makes it so the price is relatively high on most servers and is something to look at before doing said farm. Within the Outland and in the zone of Terakar Forest we have the Fell Iron ore farm. This farm will require you to fly around the zone mining all possible nodes. However, the majority of the ores you will receive are Fell Iron and Adamantite ore. On average, Fell Iron ore sells for the most amount of gold from this farm, but there is another that tops this. This is the material Thorium ore. This material is based on RNG, meaning that you'd be lucky if you find a node of this in your mining session. Though if found, this will increase your gold per hour by a noticeable margin, and it is used for a lot of high-end crafts from this expansion. Next up at number 9, and one of my favourite gold farms, is the dark iron ore farm within the raid Molten Core. The trick to this farm is to run into said raid and mine all of the nodes around the area, though you will be wanting to avoid killing any of the bosses. This is because we will be wanting to reset the raid once we have mined all of the nodes, and if we slay a boss, we cannot do this for this farm. Dark iron ore is a keynote item, but another is that you have a chance to mine Blood of the Mountain as well, along with this item being lootable from the molten destroyers within said raid, and I will combine these two farms as to increase the gold per hour even more. Lastly, and to round out this list, is my go-to gold farm. This is the Saronite ore gold farm from Wintergrasp. This farm has single-handedly made me so much gold due to the reliability of the sales from titanium and Saronite ore gathered from there. Along with the Eternals you get also from these, this makes it one of my most favourite gold farms throughout the years, and one that I will not shut up about. Other than that guys, that is my pick for the 10 best mining gold farms. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.